Okay, it's been a really long day, hasn't it? I hope you're not falling asleep. I don't blame you if you are. Okay, well, basically, I just basically want to thank Sandra Sikorova and her team at the Tate. And thanks to the University for the Creative Arts and PARC at London College of Communication, the organizers behind the scenes. Thank you, speakers. Thank you all those who have listened here and questioned these last few days. And I'm a practicing photographer, and photography has always been magic for me. I've been very much, truly one of the privileged ones, and and it's difficult actually to give an afterword because I don't want to close things down, but yet we have to finish here and maybe go and have a drink and relax a bit. For me, photography has always been a form of constant learning about the world and how power can be articulated through language, beauty, and history. But I want to think that this conference, this two-day conference, has really been the beginning of an ongoing process, and that maybe there could be other conferences. And I noticed one thing, actually, is that the archive has resonated through every single section of this conference, and that maybe more attention needs to be also focused again on the archive and what an archive can mean. But I think I'd like to support a continuing dialogue, a sort of discussion, and sort of a way of challenging what are rigid structures now. I'm feeling it in London. I have a 24-year-old son who finds it difficult to find employment. It's hitting everybody, especially in London and in the north. People have had a pretty hard time, economic time, in the longest recession in history. So I don't want to end in a bleak note. And also trying to be positive is that in terms of this conference, it's really about finding new positive ways also of re-engaging those aspects of cultural and class difference and economic differences. There's a momentum now happening in the younger generation. And when I see, I don't know what to believe at moments in the media, but when I see media trending people like Malala and the young actress Meg Watson and talking about feminism, my heart lifts, because if someone like Malala, coming from where she comes from, says that actually feminism is about equality and is a human rights issue, and it sort of puts it in another perspective, and that maybe what this conference is about celebrating a certain notion of inclusivity. It's a difficult time to be inclusive, especially in these economic times. But I think this has made a good attempt at trying to be inclusive and create a dialogue about different types of photography possible in this place at Tate in London, but also that this network can continue through the internet, through Skype, through different forums using new technologies. And we have together, I think, here, tried to challenge some histories and identities, questioned the ownership of the archive, shifted perspectives on working in the photographic industry, although I think probably more needs to be discussed around that, and we're only just touching upon it. And we have come closer to the truth, highlighting Aboriginal, African, Irish, and Vietnamese identities, debated, discussed networks, and new forms of working together. Thank you to, again, Sandra Sikorova, Sarah Jeans, Shwer Malvian, Liz Wells, Anna Telgren, Russet Lederman, Sabina Jascott-Gill, Val Williams, Charlene Heath, Sabina Gadoki, Sarah Davidman, Jean Wainwright, Anna Fox, Andrea Nelson, Maria Salo, Pete James, Karen Shepherdson, Joy Gregory, Victoria Garnons-Williams, Abhi Greeny, Christina Eyene, Christiana Monarchy, Kiana Mestridge, Sandra Plummer, and Gil Park. Thanks a lot.